Yeah, so I had an advertising agency started in 1993. Prior to that, I was, a freelance marketing consultant. So we were producing material, getting it printed out at 600 DPI on our big flash printers. We spent, 32 grand on a Mac and a printer, 4 grand for a printer. Quark Express, $4,200. And we would then print out stuff twice the size or 4 times the size at 300 DPI, send it off to get bromide snapped on it, or get film shot for printing, and then in the early 90s we got the place cabled up, and we started this thing called email, and the internet came along, and the web, and there were forums and groups, and we started to be able to store our data and then transfer it across. So the big colour files that we used, that we could actually store them on disk and send the disks across, or email images and get billboards or posters printed across town or across New Zealand, which was kind of cool. And so it freed up a whole lot of digital trade routes in New Zealand. That meant that we didn't have to pay money for couriers. We could get stuff done quicker. We could transfer something to Auckland, get an ad output. So we didn't have to send files and mock-ups, and we would literally sit there with a bromide pen writing all over bromides and sending our ads off to publishers, or to the print publications. So what it meant, the internet meant in the early days for me, was actually we were able to move away from bromide, which is kind of scary. It's got chemicals and all those grim films and that, and move to digital processing, which was quite radical. So we started using a company called Colourcraft in Wellington all the time, who had invested some hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and now you do it on a standard sort of iMac and on a 24-inch screen. And started to digitise our whole processes. And so I was at the very end of what was around for 100 years, and absolutely at the start of this new revolution.